Hi everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary, and in this week's video we're going to be trying to do the timer method for reading for 24 hours since I don't have anything to do Thursday, Friday, or Saturday this week. So I figured I would just, read as much as possible for the next 3 days, see how long it takes me to get to 24 hours. We might go over because I'm not going to actually use the timer. I'm going to use the stopwatch and just, as I'm reading, turn it on and off. So it might go over 24 hours, but we will see. It depends on how much reading I actually get done. About the only thing I have to do is maybe possibly some laundry, but with it maybe possibly raining the next 2 days, I don't think we're going to be doing that. But I'm just going to use the stopwatch on my phone, and as we are reading, we will turn it on, and whenever we're not reading, like when we're making food or going to the bathroom or doing literally anything else, I will stop the timer and go from there. So that is the plan for this week's reading vlog, and we shall see how long it actually takes us. Okay, so the book that I'm going to be starting with for today is I'm going to be continuing my read through Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. I have been slowly reading this for since yesterday. I've been doing 30 minutes at a time and just reading however much I can get done at a time. I'm on page 78, which is, it doesn't say a chapter, but it's one of the back in time parts. So I am going to continue this for a little bit, and then I'm probably going to read some short little romances or graphic novels or something, because I need to read as many books as I can per month for the rest of the year to try to get to my Goodreads goal, because we are very behind. So I'm going to try to split this up into little sections where I read for 30 to however long it takes me, and then read a little book on my Kindle or on Scribd or something, and then go back to this. So this is going to be our plan for right now. We're going to read this for however long, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I read for about 37 minutes so far, a little over 37 minutes, and we got to page 122. of Truly Devious, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break and make me some breakfast because it is now 6:40 in the morning and I have not eaten yet. So I'm going to make me some breakfast, and then I'm going to probably start a little romance on my Kindle, but we'll see. I might continue reading this because this is now starting to pick up. It was slow in the first like 70-ish pages. I think that's why it was taking me so long. But now we're starting to get to some of the action. So maybe we might continue reading this after we make breakfast, but we'll see. But for now, the plan is to make some breakfast and then we'll go from there. Okay, so for the next read for the 24 hours that we're going to try to do, which I haven't finished the first one, but I just wanted to take a break from it. I'm going to read something on my Kindle. I'm not sure yet what it's going to be because we're going to be reading on our Kindle Fire on Scribd. So I'm going through my saved really quick to see. I know it's going to be one of these romances that for some odd reason is not on Kindle Unlimited or Kindle at all technically, because they've been banned for some reason or another. But I found that I don't really care technically. Not that I don't care. It's just that most things don't bother me because I'm a horror movie freak, so nothing really bugs me about any romances half the time. So I think we're just going to continue that series by Alexa Riley that we've been reading. Oh, stop it. No. I love how I say that author's name and my Kindle thinks I'm asking for. It turns it on. It's so stupid, but it's kind of funny at the same time. And we're probably just going to sit here and read this for a while. If I can get to the cover to show you. I'm going to be reading this, Thief by Alexa Riley. I don't even know if you can see that because the Kindle is so bright compared to everything else. Maybe if I turn it down a little, you can see it. Kinda. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be reading for the next however long I sit here and read this, because usually these don't take me that long, but we'll see. So that is what I'm going to be reading for however long it takes me to read this. And I'm just going to lay here and get to reading. Okay, so I finished Thief by Alexa Riley, and I am a little over 3 hours into the 24 hours. So we're not doing too bad, considering that we were kind of falling asleep on the couch a little bit. But probably going to have to start sitting up more, or we might be falling asleep. But I am getting pretty far into the whatchamacallit. I think after my doctor's appointment, I'm going to take a nap, and then I'm going to get back into this for a little bit, because we are kind of like, getting to the point of where we have to start trying to get this read as much as possible, because this is going to take us the longest of anything, because I have not been in a YA mood for quite a while now, so this is kind of difficult for me to be reading, because I'm just not particularly in the mood for young adult. But I think the longer we're into this, the more I'm going to like it. So I'm trying to, read for a few chapters at a time for about 30 minutes at a time, which hopefully we can get some more of this done later tonight after I take a nap after my doctor's appointment, since I didn't get a good night's sleep last night, and I've literally been up since 3 o'clock in the morning and decided to start this 24 hours at 6. So we're going to take a nap after our doctor's appointment, and then we'll get back into this, and I will update you all later. Okay, so yesterday didn't go quite as well as I planned. I ended up doing some chores and then listening to an audiobook while I was doing them, so I did get up to 4 hours and 7 minutes yesterday, but then I passed out, and it is now almost 4:30 in the morning, and we're about to start day 2 of this challenge, because I just could not keep myself awake yesterday, and we ended up sleeping for a long time. So I am going to continue with my read of Truly Devious. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the first thing I start with today, and then we will go from there on what we're going to read after that. But I just wanted to do a quick update to let you guys know how far along I was and what my plans were for today, since yesterday did not go quite as I had wanted to. I was hoping to get this video done by Saturday to edit it all day Sunday, but if it goes into Sunday, that's fine since my video would be going up on Monday anyway. But I would rather get it all done by Saturday, which means I would have to read for 10 hours a day for the next 2 days at least, to get that done by Saturday. But hopefully we shall see how that goes. But I am going to continue reading this, I'm pretty sure, and then we'll go from there. Okay, sorry about this camera angle, but this is the best we can do for right now because earlier I was noticing that my back was starting to hurt really, really bad. And usually when that happens, I have to like sit in bed and like prop myself up and get comfortable. So this is what we're going to be doing pretty much all day, is laying in bed. So I got my little reading light, and we read for about another, like, I don't know exactly how long, but we read for about 40 minutes or so, because we are now at 4 hours and 51 minutes of the 24 hours, and we got to page 174. So I'm probably going to take a break from this, like I've been doing, and read on my Kindle for a little while, and maybe read a romance, because I've been more into romance lately than anything else. So I kind of feel that, like, to keep myself from getting like in a, like, you know, a reading slump and reading things we're not 100% in the mood for, I'm going to be switching back and forth like I've been doing. So I'm going to put this down for a little bit, and then we're going to read a romance, and we'll see how long it takes us. I think I am going to go get something to eat as well, which is going to take me some time because I have to walk slowly right now, and we'll go from there. And I might also move the camera over to this side so that it's like easier for me to show the phone when I'm updating for time, but we'll see, because that's going to take a lot of out of my back too. But hopefully with just laying here all day and reading propped up, maybe it'll help my back a little bit more than sitting in a chair or on the couch. So that's what we're going with today. Oops. Okay, so for the next however long it takes me, I'm going to read Ghost of a Chance by Jissa Dean, is I think how you pronounce the name of this author. I'm not entirely sure. I might have butchered it, but that's what I'm assuming it is. And I'm going to read this for however long it takes me, because these are pretty short. They usually don't take me that long. This one I think is 102 pages, so it shouldn't take me that long to read, but we'll see. And then we'll go from there. Okay. I think I'm gonna give that book 4 stars just because it was funny and it was kind of sweet at the same time. But I kind of knew from the beginning that, like, the thing that was gonna happen was gonna happen. So it was kind of weird. But kind of reminds me of I don't remember what that movie was, but it had Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo in it, but I can't remember the name of it. But like she was haunting him, but then some things came out, so it's kind of the same thing. But I'm gonna give it like 4 stars because it was still good, even though I knew exactly what was gonna happen the whole time. And I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break and maybe take a nap and then get back to reading Truly Devious after that. But we'll see. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet, but we'll see what I decide to do. I forgot to update on how long I've actually been reading. I'm not very good at this yet. We're getting we're learn. I'm at 5 hours and 54 minutes, so we're almost at 6 hours done for the day, which is actually 6 hours done for the entire 2 days that we've been doing this so far. Which hopefully I can get to maybe half of the time done today, so 12 hours, and then finish off the rest between the next 2 days. But we'll see what happens with that. It just depends on how much reading I get done. Okay, I decided to move back into my living room for a little while because I ended up accidentally taking a nap. And so that cut into our reading time a little bit, but I am going to read some more of Truly Devious, and then I will get back to you after I do that. Okay, so I don't know how long I actually read for. I think it was almost 45 minutes, but, or a little over 40 minutes, and we got to 6 hours and 38 minutes. So we're not doing too bad, and we're also pretty far into Truly Devious. We're over halfway, so hopefully I can get this done today, or maybe even tomorrow, depending on how much more of this I read, because I'm liking the story, but I'm also finding it hard for me to pick this up once I put it down, because I think I'm, like I've said multiple times in this video, I just feel like I'm not in a YA mood anymore since I'm over 40. So I kind of like am more into adult books at this time, so maybe that's why I'm not getting into this as much as I should be. But I am really enjoying it. And as long as I'm reading it, we read it pretty quickly and we're getting through it. But once we put it down, it's very hard for me to pick it back up. But I'm going to try to read something on my Kindle for a little bit or on Scribd, like I've been doing, to separate this up so that I don't feel like I'm like bogging myself down with a YA book that I'm not as into. And then I will probably come back to this after I do that, but we shall see. I was going to try to read more than what I just did, but I'm starting to feel like I am fading. I can hardly keep my eyes open. I'm got a headache. So I'm going to stop for today, and I'm hoping that I can get a lot more read tomorrow because we're still only about 7.5 hours. So this might be a fail, but we'll see. Hopefully, I can get a lot read tomorrow and maybe also some on Sunday, but we'll see how this goes and we'll just go from there. But for now, I'm going to go to bed. Okay, quick update for the first update for this morning since I forgot to film a starting clip for today. But it is Saturday and I have been reading since I woke up. I read about 70 some pages of Truly Devious. We are now on page 290. So we're getting pretty far into this. It's just like it's taking me a while because I'm just not in the mood to sit and binge read this. And I think that's just because, I mean, I like the story and Maureen Johnson's writing is great, but I think it's just because it's YA, so it's not quite my thing right now. Um, and then I also finished a novella that I started yesterday before I got too tired to continue. And we are now at 8 hours and 43 minutes of reading time. So hopefully I can get as close to like 20 hours as I can today because I want to try to finish this as early as possible tomorrow. But I need to, I'm going to probably read a little bit more of this since I just read a little bit of a romance novella. So I might sit and binge read some more of this morning for like another like 30 to 40 minutes or however long I can before I have to put it down because they're just 16-year-olds are just not my thing anymore. So I need to after this I don't think I'm going to read any more YA at least for a little while, but we'll see. But I'm liking the story and the writing is great, but I'm just not. I just think the characters are feeling too young for me. But I'm going to try to finish it since I have a little over 100 pages left because I think it's 416 ish pages. Um, let's see. Yeah, it's 416 and I'm on page 290, so I have 126 pages left. So hopefully I can finish that. I can finish this up today, but we shall see because we like to split this up with more adult books. But I am going to, I think, go make myself some breakfast and then I'm going to read some more of this and we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so I've been reading for a while and I got to page. Oh God, where am I at? My book. Where is my book? There it is. I got to page 362 of Truly Devious, so we're almost done with this. Probably one more little sit of reading it, and we should be done. And then I also finished another novella on Scribd, so we are doing a pretty good job of that. And we are now at 10 hours and 48 minutes done, so we've gotten quite a bit done today. But I've got a couple of things I need to do today for the next couple of hours, so hopefully I can maybe squeeze this in at some point later this afternoon, but we shall see. But this is going to be our next tackle, is to try to finish the last little bit of this so that this book will be done and then I can go on to something different. I'm not sure what we're going to read after this, but probably another little novella because we've been really doing good with like splitting up a novel with novellas, like reading this for about 30 to 45 minutes and then reading a novella for about an hour, reading this, going back and forth. But we shall see what I decide to do after I finish this later today. But I got a couple of things to do around the house. I might think about picking up an audiobook for the chores I have to do, but I'm not the biggest fan of audiobooks, so maybe we might just have to like chalk it up to I'm not going to get a lot read in the next like 3 to 4 hours, but we'll see. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but we'll find out. Okay, time to do a quick Sunday update since today is now Monday, and the last time I updated this reading vlog, it was Saturday, and I didn't get any more reading done Saturday, but I did get a little bit of reading done yesterday, which was Sunday, the 27th of August, and I only got to 11 hours and 22 minutes. The only thing that I did yesterday was I finished Truly Devious, and then I had a bunch of stuff to do, so I ended up not getting anything else done. But hopefully today I can get a good chunk read because I want to try to get this reading vlog done before the 1st of September, which means I have the 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st technically. So I'm hoping that I can get all of that, like the last like 12 and a half hours done in 4 days. If I can't, then I know what the problem is. I'm starting to think it's just because I'm not liking having to turn the timer on every time I start reading. and remember to turn it off when I'm done reading. So I think we're going to, like, we're not going to be doing this, like, method of 24-hour reading again, but I'm going to try to at least get this finished before the 1st of September. So there's my update for right now. I don't know what I'm going to be reading because, like I said, I finished Truly Devious, and I don't have any other plans on what books I'm going to technically be reading. I'm just going to probably mood read a bunch of romance novels today or something, but we'll see. But for now, that's all I'm going to do. Well, this week's video was kind of a total fail. I'm going to have to stop it a little early because I have stuff to do tomorrow to get ready for September, and also I have some errands to run. So we only ended up getting to 14 hours and 11 minutes for the 24 hours. So we definitely failed, and I think I know why. I have found that if I time how long I am reading, I don't want to read. So this little, like, reading for 24 hours but using the timer method did not work, specifically because it felt like work. I am more of one of those people that just likes to read for the fun of it, so I'd rather just read for however long I want to read and just, do pages, I guess. So maybe for my next, certain amount of reading in a week, I will do a certain amount of pages per week, which I might start on the 1st of September and go to whatever the first, maybe I might do it for the weekend first, but then that's only going to be 2 days. So I might do it from the 1st to the 9th, and have it just have 2 extra days. And then it'll be up the week after, because this week did not happen with the reading for 24 hours, because I just was not having fun with the, having to turn on the timer every time I read, or, remembering to turn on the timer every time I read. So this week was a total fail, but we're still going to upload this video because I'm supposed to have a video every week. So I'm still going to upload this video, and then I'm going to have to think of something to do over the weekend as a little, video for next week. And then, but still do, I don't know how we're going to do it because we just done messed up everything. But that is the end of this video, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.